was the type of brother, he ain't really listen to hip hop like that and shit. He be like, I check him out. He rewatching the Temptations movie again and shit. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Yeah, but yo, Secret House Against.
Secret House Against.
Secret House Against. Yeah, Tokyo-based hip hop art and culture conversations. Pretty much underground, independent, avant-garde, abstract, experimental, independent hip hop music conversations. Today, me and Jet, we back here in Tokyo. We got our man Geno, Melatonin Crew, you know what I mean? I'll put a link for his music in there. We got him here today to rock with us and have conversations about this Husk Kingpin and Ninth Wonder collaborative project.
Woo.
The not just GOAT, the Supergoat. I don't know why Supergoat. It sounds hard though. It sounds like better than a regular goat, like like a ram. You know what I mean? Like
super changes everything.
But 11 songs, 31, 32 type of minutes came out in the middle of January, like January 15th, something like this. And Husk Kingpin is a New York rapper, MC, artist. Has been putting it down since like 2010. He's rocked with some of the most champion cats in the lane like that. You know, your Rock Marcianos and obviously Ninth Wonder is known as a prolific and kind of at this point legendary living legend producer that you guys know, Little Brother and the work that he's been doing with what is the name of his crew? My bad, like I'm kind of messed up with it, with Rhapsody.
I saw one line with some auntie something.
I forget the name of it, but he got a strong catalog of artists, and I didn't forget it because I'm like it's whack or not important to me. I just forget it because my memory is whack, and and important things to me kind of gets pushed to the side with all the bullshit that I be paying attention to, just like anybody else. But what we like to do and get started off of when we discuss an artist that we haven't discussed on the show before, especially today, we got a new homie we got the homie with us for his like second time on the show or second recording on the show, same day. How do y'all know Ninth Wonder?
Who?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Ninth Wonder.
Yeah.
Who? DJ Premier? Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. How do you know him?
Jay Dilla. I don't.
Never heard of him. Never heard of him.
Who that?
I don't know. I think he did a Jay-Z song once.
Ninth Wonder got beats. Ninth Wonder got beats.
Yeah,
beats.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's fucking Ninth. Everybody knows Ninth. Of course, amazing. But how about Husk Kingpin?
This is my first time with Huss, but this listen made me actually go listen to a few other projects.
Oh, okay.
And give him a follow because I want to check it out. I like him. I like where he was at.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, power. Yeah. Bet. How about you, Jet?
First full-length project, but I think the first time I heard him was probably on like Hitler Wears Hermes 3, 2, 4. I don't know, he's on one of the Hitler Wears Hermes.
Okay.
Which, 2 albums I'm familiar with via West Side Gun now.
Okay.
But first full length that I've listened to by Husk.
He kind of occupied the same lane as like a Crime Apple too, and Rock Marciano and stuff too. But for me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of whack like with it. Like I some reason in my head, his catalog and Knowledge the Pirates catalog get mixed up in my brain, and who they are get mixed up in my brain. But I've liked Husk for a minute. I feel like I mostly got into him thanks to like Rock Marcy.
Okay.
Who some might say is kind of the godfather of this
style, this
resurgence of or kind of contemporary approach to East Coast sample based hip hop suchness. But very, very, very dope, talented, dope cats. What do y'all think about the album or Husk Kingpin or all these things?
Geno, you seem like you want to say something.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm gonna give him a 10 out of 10 on the voice. I'm gonna do that because I think it was real distinct. I think it was real. That's something that stands out for me for some reason, because I do think it's good to have content. It's good to be lyrical. I mean, and I pride myself on both of those things, but I do think trying to find a distinct sound is important because it can get lost in the sauce if they just kind of don't if you can catch an ear, basically, you know. So I like his voice. I think his voice comes across as his own. I think it will stand out if I just heard it. So I like artists like that immediately. You know, topic wise, he wasn't an artist that has a lot of topics, but so it's a lot of the kind of freestyling style, you know, just, I don't mean freestyling off the dome, but I mean just kind of what he feels like saying, you know. There's a lot of that, and that's fine, you know. That's his lane, and it's the kind I could put on for a nice drive, you know, or something like that. Hop on my bike for an hour and just let this roll, you know.
It's rapping.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly,
it's kind of like, what's the first thing on your mind, instead of like, let me try to convey a certain type of topic or disseminate something poetically to you like this. But at the same time, it's very meticulous and calculated, because he's a craftsman. He's a wordsmith. He's a barsmith. He's not a rapper that's just like says anything to say something. But I mean, sometimes it seems like that, but he always going to connect it with inter-rhymes and some type of wordplay or some type of like hominin type of flip for the style. So he's a bar style rapper.
That was my immediate takeaway as well, was that like initially I was a little concerned. I was like, okay, like the album does sound exactly how you would expect Husk, Kingpin, and Ninth Wonder making an album called The Supergoat to sound. Like, it sounds exactly as you would expect, but thankfully it is the best version of that. There's a version of this record that maintains most of the same topics, has the same style of beats, runs for the same length, but isn't very good. But I think just the the skills on display here, Husk Kingpin's ability to kind of join these things together in like a very elegant way, and Ninth Wonder, of course, is Ninth Wonder. One thing I found very interesting about Ninth's production on here is that there's some really, really obvious samples on here. It's not like deep crate digging shit, like sample snitching or whatever, but like She Lives in My Lap, Outkast, like that's officially the best-selling hip-hop album of all time, right? Love Below.
That's that
Speaker Box, the double disc,
bonus. But yeah,
loophole.
Yeah,
it's a really obvious sample, and same with the next track. But Ninth Wonder is so good at what he does that he's able to freak it in a way that you're like, oh, yeah, like this is the original. This is this sample, but it is recontextualized. It is.
Yeah, I mean the way that you got to look at like even a popular sample flip, like even if you flip like Nautilus or some shit again, it's like, what were you able to do with it to make it sound different, or to make it so when you listen to it, you're not thinking about comparing it directly to the song that shares the same sample. And Ninth is, he's a craftsman. He's really dope. I do like the way that his production has kind of evolved over the last several years. On that Rhapsody album, his production, the musicality just leveled up in a lot of ways. And this kind of, I will say for his production on this, the drums seem a little bit more flat to me than what I usually feel that I get from Ninth. Too. But the album doesn't suffer from that. That was just something that I kind of noticed. And obviously, with a producer like Ninth, that's got to be an aesthetic choice of his.
I believe it was.
You know what I mean?
I believe it was. It gave it a more lo-fi feel than like Little Brother per se, you know what I'm saying? Little Brother, I don't want to say poppy, but it was a bit more bright, like the sound.
Yeah, and at the same time, it's like with the kind of like content that Huss talks about, it works just fine. Right. I mean, Huss is kind of like he's got like this smooth Dr. Moneylips type of personality that's mixed in with street shit. He's less pimp than like Rock Marciano, but more poetic than others, like on some Lothario goon type of shit, you know what I mean? And that's dope. He's like one of them cats. You got lips tattooed on your neck, like immediately we know, okay, this guy fucks. And a lot of the music on this album is very much inspired by like gooning, and it's like, okay, that's dope. But for me as a listener, like I'm not necessarily always like interested in listening to another man, like how he get women's or whatever. It's like I did all the goon shit too. I love a lady face as much as the next dude, and like the male gaze. I'll be at a funeral, and it just, that's how my biology functions. But at the same time, it was one of the things that I felt kind of it sets him apart from a lot of artists, but it also is something that was where I disconnected in some of the tracks from just the concept. But the beats and just the lyrics are always going to be done to such a high degree that you can't I wouldn't say that he wasn't a good artist because of any of those things. It's just that some of it gets away from me. But that first song, Rewind, to me, that beat is amazing. It took me like 2 hours to get into the rest of the album because I played it and I was like, damn, that beat is crazy. Yeah, when I asked Jet if he want to review this album, it was the first song and I played it and we was in here and I was just like, okay, that beat is kind of dope. And then when Jet left, I was like, oh, that beat is crazy dope. And then on Monday, when I was listening to the album on my way to work, I just played Rewind for the whole hour trip on the train. And I was just like, I'm fine with that. If I like, yeah, that beat, once the drums come in on that shit, I was just like, all right, this is my fucking type of
my whole commentary on that song is just straight lyrics.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that joint though a lot.
That when the drums come in, I was just like, okay. Because it was already dope. I was like, okay, this is a nice little, you know what I mean? Like, here, I don't care if we get copyright struck on this.
We get copyright struck on everything.
Yeah, we're not monetized. It don't matter.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, like it's dope.
Right.
But that little piano joint, that ding 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 ding, that's how I be playing the piano. You know what I mean? I don't know how to play the, but I'm freaking with the
little bit.
Ding ding.
Just need a couple good keys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was always like anticipating something big to kick in, but it didn't. But it's just dope with that anticipation. Every bar is just it's not there. But that was dope to
tension and release, right?
Yeah.
Build, yeah.
Also, the lyrics is fucking dope on this
straight
shit,
lyrics. That's all I can say. I like this joint a lot.
Booming niggas like Royce the 5'9". She rock a hoarse voice in a Royce. It was 5 till 9. Bro, he's barring out on this shit. And that's like one of those examples like, all right, Royce, Rolls
like
Royce, 5 till 9. It's like, you got it. You crafting it. You putting together the puzzle pieces and bombing, but it's... Yeah, he's hard, and his voice is hard too. There's a little bit more of like I did compare him to I was gonna say Royce Marciano, but Rock Marciano, but there's a more of like a what is the word I'm looking for? Like I
think he's more
urgency to his lyrics. He's rapping more forward and fast than that kind of laid back rock flow.
I feel like he's more in touch with his pen, and I don't want to say Rock Marciano's not dope, but I think Rock Marciano maybe has more of an influence that's from outside of himself, like maybe a little bit more. Check this out, or Poppy, where this guy, I don't know, I just feel him a little bit more like I like what I'm doing. I feel like Rock is on some real pimp shit where he just like say a sentence and you got that damn, and then you say another sentence like damn, and then but with him he's you know what I mean? I'm in my thing. Following. He got a more of a flow, you know what I mean? He'll follow more of a flow, and that's what's really dope about it. And there's a few features on this that are dope too. Fredro Starr of Onyx, I didn't know he was still capable. Of this type of violence. That joint too. Bro, he's dope as fuck on that shit. You know the flavors, guns with lasers, Noah can phase us, niggas stay sharp like 100 razors. Yo, he's crazy on that. I was like, yo, I thought Fredro would be kind of, you know what I mean? Right?
Like,
when was the last time you heard him? Are you rusty?
Mean?
Nah, I'm not.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I might have seen like an interview with some shit mad at Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club or some shit like that. And shout out to Onyx, you know, some of the homies, you know, DJ Illegal, the Snow Goons is the people. They on the wall signed up and been here, and they rock with Onyx. And I still didn't really delve into it that much because it's like, I don't be on the lookout for a lot of even the classics, and that's on my detriment. But also,
Onyx always been dope. I'm gonna give him credit.
True that.
And Fredro came with it.
Yeah. And then Roscoe P. Coldchain. I like this brother.
Yeah.
I like this brother. He was like, "Thank you for having me, gentlemen." And you know what I mean?
He put
it's
a
like,
lot of lyrics
what
into a line. I can see he has to go fast, but it comes off dope.
Yeah.
I put a line from him. He said, "You want smoke? Hold it. I'll blow it out your chest." I was like, "Oh yeah."
Bro, he said, "I'm Crocodile Dundee, you the crocodile hunter. Curiosity killed the cat. I seen cuz coming. I'm that stingray you swimming with, ain't got no business touching." I was like, all right.
Called after our boy Steve like that.
Yeah, you know. Steve Irwin dying actually changed the trajectory of my niece Destiny's entire life, man. She went from wanting to be like a biologist to the next year she was listening to Lil Wayne and shit, and I was like, damn. And it was Ratchet Wayne, you know what I mean? It was like it's never been Ratchet Wayne, but
fuck them stingrays.
I was like, damn. Next thing I know, she had 5 pairs of Jordans. I was like, what happened to the animals? Yeah, but yeah,
Stingrays is us or them.
yeah, you know what I mean. Watch out for the stingrays. Nah, but this album is great. The production, it feels a little bit more like boom bap hip hop than you usually get from some of the New Yorker cats.
Yeah,
right. I mean,
you get it from probably.
You get it from like Sky Zoo, but you don't really get this sound from like Rock or name anybody else that's really on. Like even like somebody a little bit left of funny like Action Bronson or Al Divino, ST Nack. A lot of these cats that kind of occupy this like bar style lane of New York, the tradition of New York, or like that kind of 90s era boom bap sound. Like they don't really freak it like this. Yeah, this is dope.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, I was just gonna go off, like most of, a lot of my notes here is just like, damn, this nigga is horny as hell, bro. Like every song is like,
you can see
I like
off of He got a couple of his sex bars
behind the scenes, like it got the horn sample and it's like horny track, like behind the scenes sex on the set. I'm like, all right, bro, that's dope too, you know what I mean? But Friends, that woman vocal sample is that's actually
straight from the original Outkast track, right? There's like the girl talking at the beginning.
Yeah, but
the bass, and the drums, like that slightly, swing drums. It's like on some fucking Daddy Kev type shit, like some Brain Feeder. Like it's got a bit of a West Coast or a G-funk kind of thing going on, like
kind of like that L.A. period fly low.
Yeah,
type
exactly.
Of sound. Yeah. Also, Chaos too is another sample I can't quite put my finger on, but this one is dope too. Chaos, yeah. But it's hard. It's dope.
Yeah, it is.
It's really dope. It's a really strong album. That I think it's like if you like boom bap and you like lyrics, like it's a good one to go to.
Yeah, and I mean it's great. But like you said, it's not topical in any sense. There's a few songs that were semi-topical where, he had a topic, but, you get off of it after a few bars. But like Already, it's kind of about some girls. Yeah. Half of it was. But, I mean, that's his style,
Yeah.
And you can't tell nobody their art have to be politically infused or something. They might want to draw whatever they want to draw.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, it's good for what it is, for like just busting.
And
he's doing it.
It's not just, I don't want to make it seem like it's all horny bars or anything like that, too, because he gets off a
lot of horny bars on
it. But even on this track, Chaos, he's like, that's why the greatest deception is calling everyone your brethren. Because when you magnetic, niggas want to fly your metric. And it's like, oh, okay. Giving us factoids and shit, you know what I mean?
Got jewels in there.
The Book of Us Kingpin, chapter 4, verse 3, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, and it's dope. And, these other cats, Smooth and Sweater.
Oh, I like that joint.
That joint is good. I knew you would like that because it's a real.
I'm a little bit more there. You know me. I'm a little bit on the mellow shit.
He's a smooth Dr. Money Lips type of cat too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I haven't heard that term.
But, I mean, smooth Dr. Money Lips. Yeah. Hey, I ain't got no problems with smooth Dr. Money Lips. Those are my people and shit. But no, I thought it was gonna be Smooth that was singing. Really? But Smooth was the MC, and I think Sweater was the singer. I don't know who those people are. They might be under Nice Camp. But yeah, that was dope.
Yeah. I like the Smooth the rapping. It was pretty dope too. And the singing part was dope too.
Favorite tracks on the album?
Yeah. Rewind.
What It Is.
Chaos. Box Office.
I like What It Is. It made me want to just light some candles and turn the lights off and just roll something good.
See, that's that Dr. Money Lip style. Yeah.
It is.
When you bring candles into it, you got to be the smooth Dr. Money Lips. Yeah.
But even when I'm doing my battle rhymes, I like to make them sound like, it's smooth. Like I'm a 10 o'clock radio host or something, even when I'm busting you out, I don't know.
What you got for your favorites?
Friends, What It Is, maybe Chaos. Yeah.
Okay.
Box Office. This is box office now, right?
Yeah.
We'll go with box office.
Fredro was hard.
Right.
Bro, I was like, congratulations. There's another cat too I should mention on this album, Moose.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
MU money symbol.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Dollar sign.
Smooth beat. I never heard him before, but he's nice. But
Americans be out here calling their currency the money symbol.
Money symbol.
Hey,
we're Americans.
Yen,
Everything
euro,
is how we say
pound.
it. Everything is how we say
money.
it.
It's money.
Money.
If it's not American, it ain't real. That's how we look at the world.
That's
I'm not saying it's true.
Let's ask the International Monetary Fund or the World Bank what they think about your bricks. Yeah. bricks and bricks. See, so when are rappers going? The leftists need to really bring the bricks back into bricks. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's Brazil. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell button. You know the deal. You know what to do. We've got a
today.
Discord. We got a Patreon. We're having fun. We're chilling.
Yeah.
Let us know what
Patreon's
you
up
think
on
of
the
the album
joint right now. Yo, I think I'm gonna have to put Smooth Dr. Money Lips as your name under the beginning of this. Yeah. It is. What you got? You got like a real smooth Dr. Money Lip type of name, Jet? Hey, call me Tony Honey. Tony Honey. You know what I mean? You gotta have a smooth Dr. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to think about that.
Yeah,
shit.
just Jet's a professional model and shit, but he don't really be. He not a real dog like that. Like Jet actually was raised well with feminist values. Meanwhile, we was out there in the '90s just trying to figure it out. I was like, hey, anything works. We're allowed to do this, right? But yeah, Tony Honey.
I mean, my name is Jet Axel Pouvreau. Like, I'm set. I'm set, bro.
See, I can't pronounce his last name. He got the French with it. His real name is Jet Axel, though.
You gotta say. Yeah.
You gotta speak in the mic. Yeah.
You gotta change Axel to Excel. Jet Excel. And what was the last name?
Pouvreau.
Yeah.
You gotta change that to
Pavarotti.
Bravo. You gotta,
be like Pavarotti.
Pavarotti.
Yeah,
because I make us sing.
Pavarotti. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Peace.
Secret House, you know.
I like it.